Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, and today we're going to be playing some more Angels. I will just fiddle about the microphone because, in fact, is the game audio set right? No, so that needs to be up there. Okay, and then we need to look at my audio wibble. Literally. I only realised I was late about 5 minutes ago. So I set the stream going and then I had to do mad dash panic setting up. I have not stopped today, and it's getting to be a bit wearing doing all this work. Yeah, looks like we're okay, I think. Everything seems to be working. Right, so the purpose of the stream today is this that we're up here looking at, which is that we are basically out of copper. Now, we could stick some modules in some of these, maybe, although I think power is not in a great place. Yeah, so steam engines are kicking in and doing the thing, because steel has sort of gotten a bit fixed-ish, if we're generous. If I just get rid of them. That. Yeah, so steel is sort of fixed. Because I did manage to do a little bit of gaming. Tiny little bit of gaming. In between. Let's pick some of these up. In between streams. And I'd started putting it in anyway during the actual stream. Oh, look, that one's not got any power, because that's not a real entity. Huh. Oh dear. Yes, I obviously messed it up, but set this up, basically. So this is a whole load of... which is it? It's not stereotype, is it? Stalagmite? Duralite? I can't remember. Whatever it calls them. Sapphirite. So it's a whole load of sapphirite coming in via red belts. So 2 red belts. We've compressed down the, the existing supply, and we are now completely backed up of the raw material. I have removed these, which are the. So I set these to upgrade, but I didn't realise. I guess it's not properly in the network, or they're just not built because they need steel, maybe. But you see it's done 5, basically, or 6, actually. I'll obviously put that one in later. But I got rid of these, so we don't now have the old ones. I've not properly tidied it up. I should do, I guess, really. But basically it's now using the proper process, or the more extensive process, or it should be, except that... Why is it saying output full? Is that... Oh, it's sulfuric wastewater again. But I thought I fixed that. Fixed-ish. Because... It's been turned into sulfuric acid. And then when the sulfuric acid, because sulfuric acid is needed for the infinite ore, it's... I've got a thing on here. What I didn't know is you can use flare stacks for fluids. But you see how that's set up, 22.5, and when it goes over hot, there you go. So it burns off a bit of fluid. But it's just the one sulfuric acid generator. So it's not actually using a lot of sulfur. And as you see here, the station is backed up. I don't even know where that train is. But I do know that it's dropping off, down here. For, or, well, a lot of the... Well, this is the exact problem, basically. There's way too much sulfur. I think this train here is just, it's only half empty, and all of these boxes are full, and partly that's because everything's backed up. So, I mean, we also don't have a blue circuit production in here, or a red circuit production, so we're not using sulfur. I don't imagine there's very much battery production in here, for example, just this one. And of course it's all been waiting on steel, so it's all got backed up. But what it looks like again, therefore need to do maybe is boost up the amount of sulfur, like, you know, maybe if we put one of these on the thing. Am I going to do that now? I could just pop that up like that. I think I'm in the network. Basically, I'm set up. The point is, really, that we are almost completely out of copper. Okay? Because this is down to the infinite ores. I could put some modules in and boost it up that way, but the problem with modules is they're power demanding, and of course we've not been really building solar panels, essentially. I think we've got quite a few accumulators sort of ready to go, but there's no solar panels because they need steel, and of course steel has been a problem. So eventually that will fix itself. You know, we've got, while I was fiddling about, you know, this is, I mean, it's nearly empty. Well, 3/4 empty, but you know, all the boxes are full of steel. You know, this is chugging away. I think it must have done a round trip, has it? Oh no, it's very nearly full. But yeah, I need to fix that, I guess, because that's limiting the amount of ore that's being processed, isn't it? It's only when this turns up and grabs, look, a tiny amount of sulfur that it's working. So, if that's mineralized water, we need the equivalent of that, I think, for sulfuric water. You know, whatever it calls it, sulfurized wastewater. Oh look, random chest. Okay. Don't know what that was all about. Did it bring me the clarifiers? Not yet. Can I work out which bot might be bringing me them? And they're power poles. Ah, there you go. So you're bringing it up. Can I get down there? Or get closer as I can. So if we... Oh. Tricky to get around. Yeah, let's just wait for that then. I could wander up and see if I can't stay in the logistics zone and maybe put in a bit more. Is this the thing here again? A bit more. See, I'm not sure with. I don't know. They're not. They're not connected properly, are they? Oh. So I've just broken that order. We can go and get some clarifiers. But say, I mean, it was a bit of a revelation that the flare stack worked, because I could set it up with one of them, I guess, couldn't I? I don't know what the logic is for a flare stack burning, you know, sulfuric wastewater. Or any wastewater. Right, so if we put a tank in, if we got any. Do I have tanks? Probably not. No. So if we set that as a stack, I might be able to build one. Yes. Okay. Obviously it'll bring me more, but... So if I put that one there, and then we use this, will it work as well? This is the question. Does it work for all fluids? Or is it... Oh. Is it just some special case? For that one thing. That's the big question. Oh, and you're empty anyway, so I can't really test it. Well, it's got 682 in it, it says. Well, the fluid system has. So, if I set this as just greater than 0. No? You're going to let me do that? Okay. Where is this? What stuff then? Where is the 682 then, my friend? But there's a pump on it somewhere. Alright, well let's just put it as, 2,000 anyway and see if it does something eventually. But yeah, if I just copy that across. Like that. Pop in the car. Because it doesn't really matter over here because it's not producing anything, but there's no point in me stamping it down on the other place if what I need is what it calls a clarifier. But yes, plan is to fix the copper first off. That's the initial priority. And then once we've done that, we'll work out what we need to do next for the rocket, which I suspect is probably rocket fuel. And I suspect that means messing about with organics. We might be able to do it with just regular... what do you call them? Yeah. Oil and stuff. But I don't know. So, if we put this in here... Oh, did I only make one of those? I must have, yeah. Now, are you going to work? No ingredients. No, so it only works for certain things. That is interesting. I mean, obviously we'll just stick one of them in anyway. Is that in any kind of construction network? Have we got any kind of construction thing? Have we got any logistics over here? Must have. Yes. But it's not in a construction network. Okay. Let's pop back down to the main base. He's only just down here. Oh, what I crashed into there. List. Yeah, bring me clarifiers and etc. please. Let's couple that. One of them coming in. Okay. A bit blinding. I had another fiddle with the lights for the last video. Seems very difficult to get my or stop my big wobbly jowls. Of course, gusting with big shadows. I suppose the real answer to that is to lose one. Okay, so that gives it an out. It's not a full solution, is it? Because, we know that multiple of these are connected. So I guess... Are they? Because that's the sulfuric wastewater there. Didn't I connect them all together? Sulfuric wastewater there. Yeah, so they are all kind of connected together. So there is a sort of an output for kind of everything. Wonder why I build it like this. Okay, they're all place again. So one clarifier is a bit rubbish, isn't it? Bit rubbish. Maybe put a few extra ones on. Doesn't have a... pipe. Really? Did you not bring me any tanks? I haven't got any tanks. Huh. I guess we must be so low on steel. Let's do one sort of halfway down. I see movement, so therefore I'm happy. Okay, where did we leave the car? Because this isn't getting us copper. This is not getting us copper. So, somebody put a forest in the way there. So, copper. I happen to know, from fiddling about, and I did mark it on the map, that there is the corner of a stereotype patch over there. So, the question is whether or not and how big that is. Because it's right at the side where our copper smelting is. That'll get up there. What's that way? Yeah. So we've got some lads on it. It's not a big patch, is it? I was hoping it might be. Let's hope it's more sort of... Yeah, 4.2. It's not too bad, I guess. Because that's sapphirite, not stereotyte. So we'll just have a quick drive around. See if there's like a sneaky double patch or something. No. No. What do you sell? Nothing. Nothing. Oops. What have I done? Yeah. I guess I could check the edge. I'll check this part here. What are you? Coal. Okay. Big patch of coal. Anything over here? No. Can't see if it is. Right. Well then. Well then. Oops. You appear to have gotten in the way of your death machine. Oops, still in the acid. Them up. Okay. So the question then is, where exactly am I bringing this up? Because our, it would be good to feed it in here in reality, not all the way over there. And we do have this line here, so we could turn that into a T-junction, and then it would come straight up. Or we kind of do a branch off up here, and it becomes a side branch. I prefer that, because then if there is some lovely stereotype hidden up here, we can grasp that. So I think we will go with that. Like so, and then Absolutely no idea where that is. But it's going to end up sort of there-ish. Okay. So I'm going to turn them off. So I think there should be enough room for the station. So that should be okay. Crashed into a rock. So I've actually, sneakily, been doing... Well, not sneakily. I mean, you know, I'm making that... Well, I'm getting into a weird headspace with the work thing. Because I sort of... Almost... I'm sort of feeling guilty about not doing it. I'm sort of very aware... you know, I'm basically like taking any leisure time and stuff. And like, if there's a weekend when I'm not working, then say in my sort of head, that's like a bad thing, which that's just terrible. Got the wrong junction. But yes, and I'm very aware that I'm kind of doing to someone else what happened to me, which is when I joined the organisation. The person who, you know, had been doing this project, sort of, had started delivering it, and they basically disappeared within 6 weeks. But that didn't mean I got 6 weeks. I'm not sure it was that long. It might have been 5 weeks. But I didn't actually get, you know, 6 weeks to talk it through with them because they were a workaholic and they'd accrued so much leave that they hadn't taken. Because, you know, we get 26 days leave. Well, 25 then. And grenades? We're just used down there, I guess. And they literally had 15 days of leave. So and it wasn't that, you know, we're not talking about it being the end of the leave year either. Carried some over and just not used any leave, basically. So they, out of the, you know, let's call it 6 weeks, I suppose we had with them, 3 of them, they were on leave. It's one of the big problems because, you know, there wasn't someone there to just ask. Now that person is going to have that advantage from me because I'm going to be there. Although, you know, I really want to do my new job, not the old one. Let's be frank. So they will have me, you know, there, as it were, available to answer questions. It's a general thing. But equally, you know, they're effectively picking up a project which is already 2 months old. And kind of just being expected to you know, to do it, you know. And it's a big, high profile, and I mean big, 20-odd million pounds project. Very high profile. Huge pressure from the government, basically. And yeah, you know, I'm effectively doing like a worse version in some ways of what was done to me when I joined. So I'm feeling very guilt, you know, that's like a guilt thing, basically. But it's at the moment, so manifesting itself as this weird thing of, what if I'm not working? Then I'm kind of letting the side down, which is just terrible. Right, let's pop you lot back on. So get these signals and etc. in. Okay. But I'm also exhausted. You know, I've literally not had a weekend since I came back after New Year's where I haven't worked. And they've not all been full on, you know, working all the time. But every weekend I've done some work, so I've not had 2 days off straight, a weekend, since getting back after Christmas. And I am exhausted. And yet now I'm supposed to both deliver the project and hand it over to someone. You know, there's a million questions. Ooh, there you go, that's an example. I'd much rather be making videos about Factorio, I think. Don't know that I could ever be a full-time content creator, but having the opportunity, got lots of ideas, but having no free time whatsoever doesn't let me do any of those ideas. It's quite frustrating. I say, not with the aim of becoming one of these content creator types, but just because I enjoy it so much and people actually do seem to like watching the videos. That's too close, isn't it, really? So if we go with that one. Okay, you again. Sorry. Right. Let's pop that on there. Swapsy that on the other side. Where would it have been? It would have been there, was it? I think. Over. Oh, did I? I don't think I bought any trains, did I? Bottom. Okay, so we need some... Oh, there might be some in the car, I guess. It's a type of rubbish I leave in the car. Nope. Okay. I've got lots of drills, though, which therefore means I probably don't need these ones. Oh! It's on the list. I guess we've run out. Because we are so low on steel. Right. We need a station. Bosh. What happened there? Oh. Right, so... This is loading, isn't it? Yeah, let's do the 4. Oh, it's not upgraded though. Do. Crikey, can't build a train. Can't build a train. Let's have a look and see. This steel. Wow, it's not really flowing, is it? Why are you still not doing anything? Output full still. Because of the sulfuric waste pipe. Wow, okay. Christ, there's just so much of it. So, these need to be... It needs to be an array, really, I think. Oh well, at least we know that now. Oh, and I put the blooming flare stack on. Well, that was an error. I thought I copied that, didn't I? No. Don't matter. Yeah, it's bizarre you can flare water. Sulfuric acid, but you can't do the sulfuric wastewater. It's a bit strange, isn't it? But yeah, it needs to be like a whole set of them. But we got some, so we can do that on the way back. Okay. Where is... There it is. I'll flip that round. Pop that on there. Oh yes, what I was actually going to say is I've been sneakily playing... I say it's not really sneaky, but I've been playing... what do you call it? SpaceX. I haven't really got very far, obviously, because I've had so little spare time. Yeah, I've kind of been dragging myself to play it, sort of thing. I'm so physically exhausted, I fall over. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe if we do like this instead, maybe give ourselves 4 input lanes. Don't really have any firm feelings on it yet, other than even just building belts and what do you call them? Inserters is like way more complicated. Like way more complicated. You know, you have to build motors and all sorts of stuff. I've sort of gotten used to that type of, you know, extra complication. What am I looking for? I guess I'm looking for balancer, am I? So we can do 4 to 4. Yeah, I've not played enough to get any sort of, you know, do I like it, do I not like it type opinion. I did sort of think... Oh, hang on. Didn't reverse then, did I? Did kind of feel that maybe playing passive biters or something, if I was to try and stream it, would probably be the way to go. Don't think I'd turn them off, because I know it has like, quite a lot of extra things for combat. Are we running out of? We have. Another one in the car. But yeah, I mean, you know, I haven't instantaneously hated it, so maybe I'm sufficiently annealed to that sort of shenanigans. So we ended up with loads of spare mining drills, didn't we? Okay. This balance is not right. Go. Cool. Oh. I get them to connect? No, of course not. Of course not. Having a radar up here isn't unuseful as well either. So that's starting to flow. So this would be... because I never made the ones for the, you know, for catalysts. We're still just belting it over. So I called that load 2 because I haven't actually got a load 1, as I say, because I'm just belting it over. We do have this train though, you see, which does have fuel. The problem, it's not really a problem really, but, well, as well as I need to put that back on. So it's not really a problem, but if I start doing a train back and forth here, you know, take some of that over there, I guess it would only fill up the boxes, and we don't have too many boxes. I could probably add a capping on them as well. Yeah, let's cap those. So if we grab that and take it all the way down to just the one thing. I don't want to keep it empty. And we can put a different condition on it. I'll say that, if there's only 2 boxes, what was it capped at? So if it's capped... Oh. It'd be that one. Capped at that, then that's basically just one train load, isn't it? So what I'm thinking, basically, is we bring it up here, load it up, and then it'll do one trip down to there. And then we can, because we can set it. I mean, it'll obviously drive around a lot, unnecessarily. Yeah, let's do that. So if we have this train go to... Oh, not the temporary stop. Oh, misclicked. And then... well, that load on, but we want them the other way around, really. So we want it to be full here. We'll have empty, but we'll also have an inactivity. So if you pop on up... Oh, why is it not... Oh, is it moving? Oh, it is. Okay, cool. I guess because I did the accidental temporary, it went onto its automatic thing. We're going to get... That's going to be enabled by default by now in version 2. So trains will just, you know, be set up and off they go. The wonders of modern technology, eh? So yes, if we had... I think I need to cap these, don't I? Yeah, because it won't be... So we've got 4... For some reason it's not held my, you know, caps, basically. So if we do that... Assuming I got the right one... That means there's a carriage worth of stuff in the train. It's obviously taking a while to get up here because it's only coal fueled. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll basically go down here, put a drop-off station in this lovely nice little gap, and then we'll do some shenanigans there, connect it in with the belts, maybe turn that into a single lane, and we'll make this a 4 to 3. You know, we can take this down to a single lane here, just use one of them, and then this will then get some proper flow going. We will then have to sort this issue out, I think. To make sure it doesn't back up either. Ah! Train! Well, it'll take it a while to load up, I think. It's not really the quickest of mines. It's quite... I think it has like a... mine. In fact... I've not got enough mines in there, have I? It has like a mining speed of 2 or something. Mining time 150, so it's quite slow. Most recent Friday Facts was another, as I record this, was another... Well, I wouldn't say techie. It wasn't actually too techie at all. It was quite interesting, actually. It was changes to the sound. I think it was partly prompted because there was somebody asked on the Reddit on one of the... it was like months ago. It was like one of the relatively early ones that they were showing lots of stuff, but somebody asked, well, is there any improvements or changes for sound? And Kovrik's kind of reacted in a bit of a you know, that sort of, you know, the sort of reaction you do when you like you know, I completely forgot to mention, you know, that sort of a thing of sort of like oh, you know, of course there's loads. Why haven't I mentioned them? You know, sort of a thing. Which was a bit funny, but yes. So there are plenty of changes coming for sound. Improvements, particularly interestingly, one of the interesting comments they made was that it's going to there are going to be some complex changes, basically, which I'm interpreting to mean that there are more complicated things that they're doing with some of the new machines, because, you know, if these complicated things with the sound were appropriate for the you know, what do you call it? Oh, it's going to put that in instead, isn't it? Yeah, if they were appropriate for, you know, assemblers or chemical labs or the foundry or something like that, they'd have just said, you know, said what it is and shown it to us. But they didn't. They were like, There are more complicated things, but basically machines you've not seen yet are going to use them. Which means, implicitly, there must be more complicated things than the machines do. And what does that mean? You know, what does that mean in the context of Factorio? So I had a bit of fun speculating about what that might be. I wondered if maybe we're getting some sort of modular machine, or you know, in the way that machines can do different recipes, and now, but they tend to be of a type, so you tend to get everything that's a raw. Am I going to do it on the bottom or the top? I think I will make all of that into one lane, so we can just sort of reuse these three. We will probably then need some sort of post system balancer for the old and the new. Get rid of all that rubbish. Let's put that in there. Boshly boshly bosh. Yes, what could be the new complicated machines? One of the things I speculated is maybe modular machines. That you can bolt things on to existing machine types. So you could maybe add on a module. Because one of the things that was interesting on the Christmas teas was that... Why am I doing that? I guess if I'm just putting a thing on there, it doesn't really matter, does it? Was that it had some sort of swingy arm in front of the blue machine, which we hadn't actually seen before. Or it looked like that to me anyway. I can't be sure, obviously, because I don't know what it is. But it looked like almost like a loading and unloading arm. If that's all load, where is unload? There's unload. Let's do that one. Should we do that one? Or that one? Let's do that one. Yes, so, interesting things, interesting possibilities as to what might be going on that would require more complex sound. They did show a couple of changes that I wasn't necessarily a massive fan of. One was the ambience. So as in, you know, right now I've got I can hear the sounds of the belts and things like that, but the only sort of ambient noise is a wind noise, which is very repetitive and dull. But they're going to do it so that you can... Oh, look at that. That's perfect. So that you can just... so that when you're standing, you can hear stuff appropriate to where you are. So if you're close to the water, you'll hear lapping, you know, water. The reason I wasn't as keen on that was basically because it could get a bit distracting. You know, because they showed, like, when they were near a forest like this, you'd hear like bird song and stuff like that, which, for one thing, it opens up bizarre possibilities as to what actually lives on now this. We need to go and switch it off there, really, don't we? But, you know, never really been clear how the flora and fauna kind of works on now this. Whoa, that would be a train. If I do, because that's two-way, I think, that one. So what we actually want is some those, and that would be there, and that would be there. Doesn't really matter, does it, since it's thinking about it? No, because it'll always sort of pass through. But these ones, it's left-hand drives, isn't it? So we want... You're back again. Want that there, but we want this to be a doory. And then we want, say, that there. And one of them to be a doory. Should put that in like that. I don't really want it blocking that off. Yeah, I think that's fine. So, what we need to do then is call that unload to. And then we want to find the train, which is still not loaded up by the looks of things. And add on. Oops. Add on. And the, oops, no. Oh, I got it. Okay. Empty. Or inactivity. Do. We want to, because you can't copy and paste, can you? So we would need to. In fact, let's just do it that way. Load to, pop that in there. Full. Empty. No, what are you doing? Full. Empty or 5. So yeah, that was fine. And then we want it to come to unload to. Ideally we'd have a separate train and probably, you know, cross-pollinate them anyway, because to get material flowing. But the point is here. Wait, where did I leave my car? I've not left it on the tracks or something. No, it's way off the tracks. It's over here. Phew. Here we go. In you come. Empty, 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 empty. Didn't cap these. They would need to be like that. There we go. Cool, so that's getting lots of that coming in. This does appear to be working. Won't quite be a full set of boxes, but it's not a problem. So we need to go over here. Flip these round. Oops. So that we can block it off. And then probably just do crude bit of the old balancing. No, that's the wrong way. Now we've got that junk in my inventory. Diddly diddly dee. Middle. No. That. And then, no, we want the middle one, don't we? So that's well. Cut that off. Yeah, I thought you might. With belts, it like stops them when you've got the stuff, you know. I want the stuff to flow through and then for it to get picked up, but it didn't really work like that. It is annoying like that. Yeah, so hopefully the house construction bots have kind of been assigned those, because we do have doggy stations right next to them. But once this is all cleared through, I'll kind of have to pick most of this up, I think. It's out in the boonies. But that's fine. It's totally fine, not a problem. let's have a look. What are you doing? You're back to filling up, which will take a while. Yeah, I could do with another one. Really? Do have this one here. Right, let's get this stuff sorted. It's just going to be easy for me to pick it up. So we'll go and add more clarifiers on, or whatever it calls them, the liquid disposal thingies. Why are you backed up? Oh. This is in no way coping with that, is it? Let's get... Mineralised water's not flowing, therefore all that stone is not getting processed. Oops. Taking it fluid-wise. This stone just seems to be nuts. There's just like almost infinite of it. It's bonkers. We're assuming that a whole next level of stuff, production stuff, is like way more efficient. It doesn't produce as much of this rubbish. Because we do just seem to have ended up with infinite sulphur and infinite rock bits. That's the wrong one. What's this one? Let's realise we've just blown our own thing up. There. Boop. Obviously, it's not going to matter for that because it's, it's not backed up anyway. But let's... Ow. Ow, it's too big. Let's put that there. Like there. Power connection there. Remember, we completely forgot we don't have any of them. Yeah, so when it starts to back up, it'll actually empty it for this one. Cool! I did notice already we are absolutely drowning in copper. Because this recipe is better because there's not, I don't think there's a third level. Now you end up with all this rubbish here. Look. Why is the modular armour in there? What are you doing, bots? Why in the heckins are you putting modular armour in there? Yes, we're already backed up with, proper copper. Proper. We could upgrade these, we got level 2. It's kind of built around level 2. Could take this up to red belt, and it is pausing at yellow as well. But then we'd need even more blooming, steel to sort that. Has steel kind of started to ease up, maybe? Not really. Just hoping it might be... Well, that's not really changed, but then I'm guessing science is still stuck because of a lack of copper. So we're completely empty of copper. Yeah, I think these probably would need to go up to level 2. I wonder if they're in construction network. They are. So if we try and level 2 them, see what happens. Because, you know, the yellow belt isn't even doing the business properly, really, on that. Okay. Yeah. We really should have another train. Although, given how slow that's filling up, probably not too much of an issue. But yes, I'm going to call that done, apart from we need to go and do this whole clarify business. We need to clarify. What else have I got in there? I guess I could put the miners in. We don't need million billion miners. Well, I don't think we do. We don't know. We don't think we do. So that. Did this have... Yeah, let's put a little fuel in there. Put that there. Guess I could keep hold of the rail and stuff. Put that in there. Whoops. And then take this down to 200, say. It's got inserters. I don't know why, but it has. The other thing we're then falling short on is, you know, steel chests and things like that. Right. Let's just nip over. Do I need to do that one as well? Maybe. Oh, actually through the gap. Yes, let's nip over to the iron. The iron. So that one was fine, wasn't it? It's up here. We have the problem. The problem is hopefully solved. We're doing that. That. And then going up here. Now, firstly, not being an idiot and using the wrong thing. Cool. Should I put 2 on that one? Tempted. Got to, so we might as well use them. So hopefully we'll start to ease that flow. Yeah, that one's already running. $112k, 13, 14, 12, 13, 12, 11, 13. Because it's all connected together. So 11. So I think it is just, you know, trending downwards. Oh, looks like it's put another one of those in as well, maybe. Is it? I suppose powers. Oh, it's sort of improved a bit. Is that because there was a steel delivery and it actually built some solar panels? I mean, it looks a little bit more filled in, doesn't it? So maybe. Could also be that it's just been idle. Okay. So hopefully that'll start to free itself. Maybe. I could also say put speeds in here, so it processes it a bit quicker. That was the wrong one, wasn't it? But it's that one I was after. Oh, that one's not even hooked up properly, though. That's a bit of an issue with that. That's not right. Oops. Yeah, so it's down to 90 watt. I'm assuming that's all connected together. Yeah, 89. Yeah, it does seem to be trending downwards. Take it a while, I think, before it really clears the actual sulfur on the belts. It sort of doesn't matter, because... what is this doing with whatever it's... Oh yes, this squeezes out even more iron ore, doesn't it? That's right. Lots of nuggies. Cool. Output full. Huh. What are you trying to output then? Oh, the actual belt is like chocker, isn't it? Huh. I wonder if it got past what I was able to do. So if this is transport belts. So it should only be putting out 0.8 transport belts. Oh, but it's all on one side. I've not done any balancing. Yeah. So I'll quickly do that then. So that'll be... So we got... 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Okay, so... let's put that there. Are you able to move? Yes, you're able to move. So... let's put one there. That... Chunkerized Seth. I'm just gonna... I can't get past these, I don't think. Yeah. So let's just take that. Didn't even appear to be a inserter on that one. Dear me. Wait, have I got the right one? I've got the wrong one. Should be that one. And it's this that I'm trying to copy, basically. So painful. Let's take that out. Back. Okay. Not sure if my guys will do it or. Will you fix that? No. Oops. No. Oh dear. It's not got that. Long-handed insert on it, is it? Okay, I think we're finally there. I made a real meal of that. Okay, enough messing about. Let's see what we're doing rocket-wise. Has copper been delivered? Can we finally do space science packs? The other thing I could do, of course, is nuclear power. That would help out with the old situation here. Of course, I'd have to build some nuclear reactors. They're quite steel heavy, so not really a solution, but it's getting towards a solution. I can't tell whether it's done trips or not. But yes, so the issue here is that space science is waiting on what? I'm guessing. Yes, so it's waiting on purple. And purple is waiting on prod module 1s, and prod module 1s are waiting on red circuits, which are waiting on copper. And copper has not yet been delivered. So why not? Oh, just because it needs a tiny bit of extra. Okay. You're still filling up? You're still filling up. Have you done? I assume you mustn't have done your one trip down here. No, you've not done your one trip down there. But that should be a prioritised splitter, shouldn't it? Otherwise. No, wrong one. Otherwise, it will use the train stuff in preference, which was not what we want. Not that there's actually a catalyst problem. Massively overbuilt for what I need. Right. Where is my car? Let's head home. Take stock. Work out how to rocket. did that come out of me? Have I got any of them? Have I got a crawler robot? Bizarre. Right, technology. So we're going to get the satellite. And we are then in a position where we have, as far as I'm aware, all of the text to do a rocket silo. What we don't have are a rocket silo itself, and what I believe to be the most difficult component. Yeah, because you see that's just speed modules, processing units. Okay. Because what we can do is build all of them over here. Just add them on. You know, we don't need a million billion. We're just trying to launch a rocket and we're done. So we could add on a little bit of rocket production on the end here. Set it up to go in there. Happy with that concept. Question now, because none of this here has really required blue circuits. We don't really have a blue circuit, do we? We kind of have some, you know, a tiny number of blue circuits being made. How many is needed for a rocket silo? Where is a rocket silo? 200. We need. Oh, no, we just need to build one. So, and this could go up a little. Oops. Wonder why it's not getting green circuits. There are literally millions of green circuits. Don't know what that was meant to be doing. Old things, probably. Old things. Can't really do that, I reckon. What else is meant to go? It's meant to have red. Oh, it's meant to have red circuits. So it's not actually. It's a Segalier problem. I could use a long-handed to make it a slow thing. Give that a little speedy boost. Yeah, we don't really have a proper red and blue circuit production here. Do have a surprising number of red circuits though. So that's fun. But yes, what we can do is we can basically set this to silo. Pop you on that. And then... if that's less than 1. So you see steel and blue circuits are going to be a problem. But we've got everything else, I think. Blue circuit is just because, as I say, we've got just the one. Maybe I should put some more. There's loads. Why are you not picking them up? Maybe it's just not set on a very sensible number. so many random chests. Oh yeah, it's rubbish. Let's put that to 200. That's 200. And let's put that on 400. Okay. I'm going to put a second one in. Grab that, you see. There. There. Doo-doo-doo. Why are you saying there's no red ones when there's loads of red ones there? No. Silly bots. Okay, so that's just doubled, in fact probably more like quadrupled blue circuit production. Not that it's, you know, a big number, but there we go. Right, so that gets us a silo eventually. We would then need to see... We would need to make low density structures, which are no different. And CPUs, which are no different. So why don't we go and do those two? And we'll see how far we can get with that. Because then we're into rocket fuel. And I believe that is a lot more complicated. I say, I'm not fussed about this being anything other than a tiny little build that builds one rocket and Robert Giovanni's brother. Game done. I'll then have to decide whether we pick up or what we do next. Basically, my friend I multiplayer with is really into Factorio. He's a really big fan. Excuse me. Let's see. How do we want to do this? So. Why don't we build it sort of just on the end, really? That makes sense? Yeah, because we then have, if we then have the white science sort of comes this way. Maybe we could put the silo here or something? Yeah. So we'll have the science itself. Like so. Oops. So, if the... I can do it this way, can't I? If the thing is there, you know, it's got some outputs. I don't know, I don't know far about, you know, controlling them and stuff, but if we imagine there's some outputs there, then we sort of want to be delivering probably, you know, here-ish. Wouldn't be a problem. In fact, let's move that one up just to be safe. If we delivered the three things. Right. Now, these are essentially identical to speed launchers. Well, they are identical. If I wanted to support, because craft time is horrible. Brassing use. If we wanted, because what else does it need? It needs blue circuits, doesn't it? Which are right here. Yeah, I think what I'll do, I copy and paste this over. We can then put an additional line here. Where's the output going from there? It's going on that at the moment. It's going that way. So if we do the output, Oh, that's a point. These are all... Huh. Blue machines. So yes, if we have the output in that way, and then this could just be a machine on the end, or two maybe. How much do they produce? Well, if we do... No, missed. We do RCUs. Can you even support one? It's on prod modules. That's why it's mismatched. Net machines, you see, 4.5. And we've only got 5. So the speed on these is atrocious. They'll be completely different in version 2. They're not going to need blue circuits, for example. If I do that, net machines is still 2.5. How many is it actually producing? 12.5 per minute. I think that's probably fine. So if we just get rid of some. Yeah, it's going to take a small ice age for me to... Net machines 0.5, that's fine then. For me to get the old... in fact, why don't I do that? And then I bet it's... one machine over here. Okay, so we can get rid of that one. And then it's just 10 a minute. Okay. How am I getting them out? So the idea was that they go on about there. That's the output. So we need to bring red circuits and blue circuits down here. And then you can grab the blue circuits. You can grab speed modules. And then how do we get it out? Just do it on the other side, I guess, couldn't we? And then we take this up here, like so. And I can either just do that, or maybe it goes up there somewhere. Just give myself a little bit of room, just for making errors. Diddly diddly bop. That can be chopped off. This needs to be... what was it? Red circuits and blue circuits, I think. Bring these down. I don't know which ones we actually want. I know we'll want steel. Don't think we need batteries, do we? Iron even. Or blue circuits. So let's assume we don't need any more blue circuits. And we can just grab that. This gets a tiny trickle of red circuits. Why is that? Just because red circuits are an absolute pain in the bum to make, basically. No better reason than that. Luckily, I think I can probably squeeze the entire building there. We can also upgrade everything now. We've got green machines. Okay. I think I'm actually going to assume we don't need blue circuits again, but need a little bit of red circuits again. A little bit of tidying up there. Let's put that there. Let's put that there. Okay. Are you making any? You're making some. Are you working? You're working. Cool. Right. What next? Next, is thingies. Low density structures. Which are just a separate thing entirely, basically. So we've got 3. I think it works out as 3 to 2 in my vaguely broken memory to get the same rate. 7.5 and 7.5, you see. Although I've got 4 machines there. I have. So that would be 1 more. Except not, because that would be wrong, but not far off. And low density structures are useful anyway. So. But yes, these go iron, copper, and steel, copper, and plastic. So can I bring both of those down? Oh, I've run out of belt. I've run out of belt. Okay. I might take a load of blue circuits over there. And I kind of am, because I've got the processing units in my inventory, but yeah, so I deliberately do it. Now, which is your preferred volumes? Is 22.5. So we want copper being the whole thing, really. Let's do that on the other side then, maybe. Especially with it being the fast inserter there. Let's do that. And then get rid of that potentially. That needs to be plastic and steel. So perhaps we can combine them there. Down that. Like so. Now we'll have a use for steel. Or more use for steel. Let's turn that to a bell. And this would be the low density structures. I notice that has stopped. Why is that stopped? Lack of red circuits. Okay. Oh, I can put pods in there. Huh. Huh. Don't remember that. Okay. So it gets us some freebies. Have we built a rocket silo? So we can go and grab that. Not yet. Because we need steel. Okay. It's like 1,000 steel, I think, isn't it? So what I could do is grab some of your finest steel. Some of your finest circuits. Jump back in the car. What are you doing? Oh yeah, I guess I could build this in as well. A bit. The copper's run out again. Yeah, mixing the power out again. Yes, if we hop in the car. What are you lot doing? What you doing, bots? Building stuff, huh? So copper's not really solved, is it? We do have this stereotype here. Oh, has that been revealed, or was that always there? We've got one there as well. How much? The question becomes how much track we've got. It's not revealed any up here. That'd be an easy one to grab, and it hooks into the same network. So I'll have to do that one, I think, no matter what. Yeah, let's go and see if we can't dump steel and blue circuits into the system here, simply through the mechanism of ticking a checkbox. Actually, I probably put it in the wrong, well, not the wrong place, but where's it gone? Put steel in there. Circuit in. I can play about with the rest. Because we need 1,000 steel, is it? Wow. So we've got our CPUs, I don't actually need any more in there. We've got the electric engines are a bit short. Pipes? Pipes are done and concrete's done, so we'll get rid of those two requests. Oh. 1,000 steel. Now, is electric motors actually being put into the system, or is it just randomly what they had left? So they are being built into the system, that's okay. I'm wondering, because now we don't have as much demand for this coal anymore. I guess I could check. Yeah, there's quite a lot of coal there. And then didn't I have another drop off somewhere as well? Oh, yeah, here we go. This was the other one. So there is loads of coal. Guess that's a drop off as well. But they're not dropping it off into the main system, I suppose, is the point. But yeah, we could add in some more boilers, basically. Just to help out with the power. Rather than necessarily mess about with nuclear. Oh, I didn't add in. Regular belts. So we are short on electric motors, but we know we're short on steel as well. Seems to be even slower. Now this is on red. There's no sulfuric wastewater backed up there. Why aren't you not running? Oh, it's the geodes now. They're way backed up. Why is that? Crystal slurry. And that's an output, isn't it? Oh, mineralized water is almost non-existent. Why is that? Oh, because the solid stuff isn't happening. Ah. So I've actually sort of shot myself in the foot there, haven't I? It's the sulfur itself I needed to get rid of, not the sulfurized wastewater. Although having that there's not exactly a bad thing in case it does back up, but really we need lots more sulfuric acid being made. Or we could look up knee and see how do we craft mineralized wastewater or mineralized water. Crushed stone. Okay. It is right. That is right. We need mineralized water. Because crushed stone was causing us real problems. Is that what I'm doing with it here? It is, and then I'm just dumping it out. I wonder if I could do like a mega pipe all the way back up. Because that would seem extremely daft. Because I've effectively got this disposal mechanism that is actually producing the thing that I want. Yeah, I think I might have to do a bizarre pipe just for the lulz. So we will put a tank in here, I think. We made any tanks? I don't suppose we have we? Oh, we have! Got 50 of them, crikey. Yeah, so let's put... No, that doesn't make sense, does it? Let's put... that there. And then... no. Put that like that. Pump. You would be too far over, wouldn't you? Okay, so this one needs network. I'll just set the connection there. Bit of power. And only if... I can't copy it, can I? No. Only if mineralized water goes above 10,000. You turn on. And then we need to take this. On a completely mad journey back up to the almost exact... Oh, What you're bringing me? Pipes. I'm going to need them. Completely mad journey. Back up along the side of the wait, okay, was of the belt that's bringing it all the way back down. Let's put a pump actually in here because we're near a power source. Like so. And then let's just there's this power right here. Right now. Let's pop another one in. Like so. Make sure we're not going to get squished. Now, where do you actually want to go? Over here somewhere. Is that it? That's it there, isn't it? So, where do they kind of intersect? Okay, if we go across here. We try and make sure we're not going to get squished. Okay. Is that what we want? Because we get crystal slurry from the waste thingies. Sulfuric wastewater is feeding back into our system. This is a bit of a closed loop. Don't know if it has an attrition or something. But yeah, they're all now processing that. We have lots of mineralised wastewater. That seems an insane amount. Is it really pushing that much up? Mineralised water. It's a decent amount, isn't it? Yeah, it's full past that pipe. Which is good. Didn't take any modules, that one. That's interesting. How about you? No modules for you. All your mineral sludge is being processed by those things. This is flowing, you know, running at that rate basically. Cool. I mean, they take a while to empty out, I guess. You know, that's why this is full and this is empty. And I'm presumably going to have the same issue here. Oh look, actual still attack coming, because I'm turning the... I'm going to set it up there, but not using it here, presumably. What am I putting into these then? Mineralised water. And that's just coming out of there. So we could go and connect that up. That wouldn't be too much of an issue. We're looking for odd jobs to do. How far away is that? Where's a fair way? Then I ran up here with pipes and etc. didn't I? So we don't have the car anyway. Anywhere. Okay. Right. If we've got enough rail, we'll go and add that extra patch, because it's right where we're working anyway. Oh, well, I say that. The real question is whether we've built any, you know, trains, basically. So this should only really pump this way if it's full, shouldn't it? So get rid of all of that. Add in a bit of logic. Like so. Where do we want that there, maybe? Will that still fit? Yeah. Except not. Let's put it there then. So that one there is the one we need to logicize. So, and you should only pump where is it? That one gets above 10,000. Otherwise, the rest of it's going this way. Connecting in to which one? That one? Go there? I think. Is that right? Mineralized water. Yeah. So it'll be active for a while, but I've not connected it. So let's let it pump that stuff up there. If it can. Why has it stopped? So it's not getting its other ingredient, crystal slurry. Then it wouldn't, because the geodes are only just really sort of coming out here. Squirt, squirt, squirt. Because it's not backed up like that. Yeah, they're starting to come through, aren't they? What's this doing? This is the mineralised slurry, isn't it? Yeah, mineralised water. Okay. So yeah, that's as needed type of thing. I might just put a pump in here to make sure, help with the flow. But yeah, that'll put out extra copper ore out of the waste. So now if we get it to pump, it's pumping extra, basically. Cool. See, really, it does quickly back up with the copper on this because it's a much better ratioed recipe. Okay, how are we doing? I'm going to take those down. That's done. No real improvement on the knee front. We're full up of blue circuits. We've not made one of them though. Why not? 201. So literally just steel. Okay. Can we kind of force that? By just sending this for a drop off. Okay. What other issues have we got? Fluid ingredient shortage. Oh. That's purified water. Are these not running then? Or is that a power issue? Really? Wow, they're rubbish, aren't they? I wonder if they take modules. They are rubbish. I think we might be in the I've just assumed it would be okay territory then. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, it's a train coming. Full of plastic. That was last week's problem. Oh, I have come down here. I could just chuck this steel in over here, I guess. No, let's go up to the main thing. Oh, this is almost completely dead, isn't it? Yes, we've got not got any problems with the material coming in. Stone isn't you know being problematic here too badly. This is all going up fine. A few more, well, certainly one more of those has been processed. We're getting purified water into that one, but not that one. Wow. So purified water's just not running? Why not? We've got one module in it. Oh, these guys are quite hungry for purified water, aren't they? Especially since I'm now actively trying to get rid of sulfuric acid. But yeah, also got the maths wrong, basically. Why have I got a negative condition? I'm only pumping if it's less than 2,000. I don't know why. Why is that a problem? Let's pump that up then. We're doing the same here? I don't understand why that's an issue. Why would I want to limit the amount that was processing through? Bit odd. Oh, low power as well. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I think we need to add some boilerage. Oh, and I need to decide if I'm going nuclear. As a general thing. But this is not enough pure water production. Presumably there's a hydro plant too. Yeah, in fact there's a hydro plant 3. We've got any of them? We do, we have 10 of them. Okay. Am I in the logistics network? I am now. Okay. Hmm. It's more that it's not filling with water, isn't it? Rather than it's not processing it quick enough. Are they seriously not putting out enough water? Wow. What are they called? Aren't they called ground bores or something? Groundwater bore. We've got 20 of them. So let's do that maybe. $60 a second is rubbish, isn't it? Did it bring me there? On the way to? No. And I've definitely run out of the area there. Were you bringing me stuff or taking stuff? Taking stuff. Which one of you? It's you, and it would be a slow one, wouldn't it? Okay. Well, there we go. Let's see what happened over here. Copper is dead, but we have produced a few rocket units. What about over here? Did we end up with? Put a blooming tank in it. Ah, dear. You would, wouldn't you? You would. Do I want to force it over again? How are we doing? Still on the way. Slope Oak. I think it's nearly here though. No, it isn't. It's miles away. Ah, dear. Let's add these on though. Oh, I've only got 3 there. Anyway, no, I didn't spot that. Need loads of them then, don't we? Don't know if I'm making them or they were just like leftovers. I wonder if I could find them. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, so I am making them somewhere. How are we doing? In fact, that's them going in now. They're beating the blooming hydro plants. Oh, they've got to be hit. Oh, there we go. That's your hydro plants going in. Guessing this is going to have the same issue. Not enough purified water. Well, that's saying output full. Well, they're not having a problem, are they? Why is this one like backed up? I mean, that this one isn't. Yeah, I guess that is the water. Don't matter. We're getting a nice flow of copper. Cool. Have we got them yet? Yes, here we go. It also has an extra module slot. Okay. Because what you really want to do, and this is the Trismegistus patented technique, when you're running out of power, is to add lots and lots and lots of machines that demand really excessive amounts of power. That's the ideal way to play Factorio. Because you're going to have one disaster. Make it a really good disaster. I think all of these are in a... Yeah, they're in a building network, so eventually it will slowly add those bore pump thingies on. So it's still not really kind of producing enough. Are we low power again? So, there is no situation I can't make worse with a little bit of dedication, a total lack of thinking. Oh dear. What was I doing? So yes, I was going to... Well, we can get rid of them, I guess. Oh, we've got a train. Okay. Could I hand make like a loco, maybe? Vehicles, isn't it? I can. So we can make one of them. And then we would need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So that will let me add on an extra train. What about railway track? We've got a bunch in the storage 1300. Excellent. So if we grab a load of railway track, we know we've got like 1 million miners in the car. What about steel boxes? We've got 28. Okay. Probably cope with that. boxes are in this. Can't remember. Just... No, they're in logistics. Okay. So they're only 8, so we can make another 11. Okay. Had we made... I don't think we've made a silo. No. I hadn't made a silo. And the bots had stuck the blooming tank in the thing. But we are literally just missing steel. Okay. Why are you stopped again? Output full. Why is this sulfuric wastewater again? Why is that not being processed through? Wow. Clearly it produces a lot of that, doesn't it? But then... crystal slow is not that high now, you see. Miles away. Right. Okay, we've got the track. Excellent. So this is the patch here. Oops. See, I might almost feel guilty. This is the other. I might end up feeling guilty. Can't have that. If I'm grenading a bunch of trees and there's a load of birds singing. I mean, that just seems monstrous. Where's my corner? Okay. I mean, what sort of a monster lives in a tree that's in my way? Right, so need to ring this up. That's the wrong one. That's the right one. Do you think? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I've got my box. So I wonder why nothing was happening. I've also got the belts on the wrong way around. One, two, three, okay, that one. There. 2, 3, 4. I have this one. Go in there. Stand over here a bit and let it. Let's do their thing. Have they put down all of the ones I was carrying? I think they have, haven't they? I've got. Oh, I didn't have any on me. Okay. I thought I had 50 on me, but apparently not. That's right. I can do the track guys. You don't really need to. Way quicker for me to do it. Because I can multi-lay. Okay, let's just wait for that to happen. So, we need 2. We didn't need anywhere near that much track, did we? Unless we go and get the other one as well. I mean, the whole point of this was fixing copper, wasn't it? So, maybe I should just do that, really. Where is... There is... Station. Right, so we need to load it on. So we need a loading thing. Which is... And that one. Well, that one feels more appropriate, because this is quite small. We don't have too many. Maybe I'll be generous with the thingamies. Inserters. Scale for that. And then we've got, say, I don't know. That. Wait. That. That. Bosh. Do. Done that a bit weird, haven't I? And it didn't even work. What a plonker. Why don't we put this in the middle? And then it's less stupid. Alright. There. Not like that. Not like that. Cool! I made a meal of that as well. Because I'm tired. Right. So, let's call this. Well, this could be, I guess. No, let's call it load 3. Should we? If this was load 1, would that matter? Because these should basically be full now. 4.2k? Oh. Looks like I might have set that a bit high. Guess it was meant to be an entire carriage worth, but... Oh well, don't matter, because that train's basically not going to be doing much. What was I going to do? I was going to put on a train here. Yeah, let's just call this load 1. Question then, for this one, is where's it refueling? Because that one, at the very least, has one stop down there, doesn't it? I suppose I could send it just there, you know. Anyway. I think I probably... Because that station is now full. So it's not going to... Yeah. It's not getting coal anywhere, basically. So on this other one... So on... Is that unload 1? That's unload 1. So on unload 1... Time passed, inactivity, full cargo, so if we go time passed... Oh, it doesn't take that long to fuel up trains usually, but they do hold quite a lot in this. So maybe we go 10 seconds. That has to be an and. With that? No. With that? No. No? Why are you worrying with that? That's weird how it's doing that. I think that's still okay though, so it has to wait 10 seconds. So if it's either empty, which it couldn't possibly be doing because it's an unload station, you know, it wouldn't be arriving unless it was full. Yeah, okay. So then I think we have it come here. Let's do them in sensible order. And then we want it to go there again. We want same condition, we want empty. Oh, 5 seconds of inactivity. So it goes to... What's it doing at load 1 now? Which is load 1. I've made a right mess of this. So it goes to load 1, right, and fills up. It then goes to unload 1, which is the one at the bottom. So when we make sure it stays there for at least 10 seconds, and then an additional 5 seconds so that it can fuel up. Unload 1. And then it comes back to load 2, say, and fills up. And then it goes to unload 2 and fills up. Because we've got 2 loads and 2 unloads. Load there, unload there. So we could have it go to, which I think is what I was actually trying to do. We could have it go here again. Yeah, I think if we have it go straight after that and do an empty. So it basically goes from load. So load 1 is the one in the middle here. So basically, so it's the closest to this one. So it goes to that one, fills up, then it goes here, and we've got there's very little going to be used there because we've got that actual ore there. So it unloads if it can, but mostly sits there so that it can refuel. It then goes to unload 2, which is here, and drops off anything it's got left, because the most likely thing is it's hit one of these conditions, and it unloads whatever's left, then goes to there and unloads. It then goes back to load 1 and repeats the cycle. So I think that's okay. Bit convoluted, probably better off doing individual trains doing individual jobs, but you know. Where are you? Copy that. Paste that. Yeah, so we've got the same condition. So probably way better to I mean, to be honest, I bet there's coal over here, isn't there? Am I using it for anything here? Yeah, well, there's coal here. There's an entire train of coal. Oh, and we've got loggy bots as well. Should have just done that rather than mess about. Oh well. Let's do that as well. Belt and braces style. Okay, so a bunch of bots should be dashing over with some coal. Do they have anywhere to leave stuff? Given that I've got, you know, inventory of wood type items. Let's give them somewhere. Some storage chest of bigness. And let's pop it down here. Yeah, we need to go and fix this. Twiddly about I did. Oh, this is trying to get in and can't get out. Okay, brilliant. Why is it completely empty with full? There's only 10 coming. Well, that's slow. Okay, so the signals need a bit of work there, at the very least. Because that should be a chain. That is a chain. Oh, this one needs to be a chain, doesn't it? That should be a chain there. How are you doing? How much fuel have you actually got? Very little. Let's put a little bit of fuel in you there. Send you to unload 1. Which is where the fuel is. Let's see what happens. I can see if there's any other signalling errors. No. It's because this is so tight to the main thing, really. Ah, there is. That should be chain. So it'll wait out on the thing rather than coming in, basically. Which isn't ideal, to be honest, but it's fine. Yeah, very slow to mine. There's still tyres now. Look. Stuff backing up. Proper amounts of steel coming in. Almost a pretty much, what? More than full? Stuttery? Belt of iron ore. Finally. But these are still struggling. I mean, I guess because it's mostly because it's the level 1 machine still. Although that's blocked. Brilliant. Why are you blocked? You're blocked because you've got nothing to do with the nuggies. Right. But it's busy converting iron ore into pebbles so that you can turn the nuggies back into iron ore for smelting. Cool. Output full. Oh, that was the iron plate bit, wasn't it? So that's not too problem. I mean, it's using the entire belt there, so we're okay. Cool, how are we doing? We didn't quite finish building all of the drills. Okay. Yeah, that could be a problem. That blockage. Then I say the train shouldn't really be going to both stops. Because is that the one now? Yeah, it's going all the way up to that one, isn't it? And hopefully they'll eventually get sort of tracked here to a degree. Will they be able to fit in that gap? Doesn't look like it, does it? It doesn't look like it's long enough for... No, it is not. That's annoying. Because the other one ends up sat behind it, which it almost certainly will be. I'm wondering if we actually need 2 trains doing it. Maybe because this, copper recipe is more efficient. Maybe we kind of don't bother. We'll have to see what happens, I think. Still haven't finished this blooming science. Why is that? Just no red circuits. Okay. We can finish that red circuit build off. What time is it? Yeah, 5. If steel's now flowing, has it built the silo? No. 515 though, so we get in there. Oh, and of course the power keeps browning again. Right. Let's just admit defeat and add more boilers. In fact, is this a full array? if we kind of grab that. The heck is that fluid coming in? Oh, it's oil. Okay. Let's put it somewhere here then. Just slightly back. There, maybe. Let's wire them up both the same, I think. And we want power connection here. Need to replace all of them, don't they? Yeah. Is upgrade plan not work then? On its own, I guess not. So I want to go from that to that. Like so. Get rid of you. Diddly diddly bob. So I don't think I'm making any blue belt at all yet, am I? I can't see why I would be, but because we obviously need lube for blue belt. We do have lots of lube, I think. Yeah, you see we've got this pipe coming in here. So we could generate together a little blue belt build, I think. Now, I ran out of yellow belt and didn't realise. Okay. Alright, where's my car? Oh, it's down the bottom. Somebody nicked my car. What I could also do is do a little cheeky steal. How much does that give me? 400 or so. Now that might be enough. So who's moved my car again? Something. Might be enough to finish the silo. Be nice. I feel like we're doing progress then. Feel like we're doing progress. Yeah, I think that's probably enough. Very close, if not. I think I'm actually gonna So, let's build a silo. Plop that down. I'll come back to that. Well, we'll stick in this quick and very, very dirty blue belt. Oh, I haven't even done the research. Wow. So focused on... Are we going to do the research? Yes, maybe. Righty. So focused on the light science that I hadn't done level 3 logistics. Crikey. It's sort of working. Only there's no power. Right. Yes, okay, we'll go and build some boilers then. Yeah. Because what I was just, I mean, we basically need some, you know, blue belt. We're going to do this, otherwise it's not really going to work. Okay. Because basically, I think you'd need a red belt to feel you know, to cover both of those. I can't remember that. Can you remember? Oh, it looks like the wood burner is emptied out. Pretty much everything, that's good. Let's... Okay. So that should get us past the power hump. And then, let's say... silo for siloing our rockets. Got this blue circuits in a chest there, look at that. There it is. Am I going to turn this? Yeah, let's turn this off. We'll keep the machine just in case, but let's go and wait, where did it go? There it is. Where's my car? There's my car. So plop this in. Do a quick stock take of where we are. Oops. Managed to run into the one cliff. We want to plumb this in as well, I guess. There's no copper again. Thought you said you fixed that. Stuff's backing up here. Look at that. Crikey. And that one's not really running, is it? It's like occasionally, so we could support a bit of high level belt, I think. Certainly on that end piece. Wait. Yeah. I hope that's in the build area. I think so. But we would also need then to upgrade that. So let's move more throughput there. And I suppose it's not struggling. So let's take that all the way back there. It's funny that this one can squeeze in, but this one can't. Where would that be? Okay. We could also make the output faster because this one lane is a lot quicker. So hopefully that'll help it a bit more throughput. Because if we're going to use this, we need to hook it up. Like so. Let's do something like that. Just because we can. That one there should be iron. And that one is another plastic. That one needs copper on it, though. Which is the copper one? The top one. That's supposed to be copper? Yeah. Yeah. So it's the top one for copper. And where should copper should be connecting there. And that's it? Yeah, that's it. And then this should be red circuits. But we've made a mess, as per usual. So let's take that around there. Pop that in there. And should the miracle of copper happen at some point, I think that's getting better, but we'll have to see. And that one's nearly full. That one's nearly full. It's a lot of it, I think, is a sort of a timing issue, really. That I suppose also doesn't help that they're not stacking senators. Why is that one particularly full? Balance looks okay. It's interesting. I guess, no. Then that's filling up. That's not empty yet. Should have been completely empty when it. Maybe I just broke the order of it in some way. Or perhaps those chests aren't capped and the others are. I should be able to tell. How do I do that? Push over here. You'll count like that. Nope, it's all capped. Nope. Don't know then. Right. I didn't actually build the rocket silo, did I? Because I did not wander over that far. So we have silos for rockets. And we'll connect the power up. Like so. We'll add on inserters there. Oh. There even. There. There. At some point we should probably veganise this, so I'll put a couple on. And put some prod modules in. If we can find them. Going blind. There we go. Satellite I'll worry about later. But basically rocket fuel, you see, is completely different. And that's probably what we'll do next time. I'm sort of, keen to just sort of power on through that part now. We have another copper line there. Oops. I played the Nightingale. Oh, that's one thing, isn't it? Which is the input? This one is. The Nightingale stress test. The server stress test last night. I've been quite looking forward to Nightingale. I knew it was a survival game, I'm not going to pretend that's come as a surprise. But it seemed to be an incredibly, it's just a survival game. There wasn't really. There seemed to be a lot that was different to it. I'm not going to pretend there wasn't, but it was still just punching trees and hitting rocks. It seemed to be still the core of it. You were able to recruit companions, which was interesting. And the realm thing does seem as an interesting mechanic, but I don't know. Part of it, I think, was that it was meant to be someone. There were no tutorials, so it was a little confusing. So that won't have helped my understanding. But also, so it was sort of set up as a after 10 hours of play. So the controls were just. I wasn't massively impressed with the controls, to be honest. That was kind of my main takeaway. If I'm honest, felt a bit sort of sluggish and really weird decisions with, what buttons do what, basically. So I don't know. I'll have to see what the reviews are. But I was not particularly impressed. Although I did have a lot of people complaining about technical issues as well, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. So we've got loads of stuff coming in. Loads of stuff in the basic processing. This should be level 2, really. We've got mineralized water going on for sulfuric wastewater ready to be overused if it's done. Sulfuric acid ready to go. We know that this is probably wrong, purified water, but it's not struggling there. So I'm assuming it's just taking a while to back up with trains and stuff, which is why it's being a bit weird. And also those would grab a lot of the stuff, wouldn't they? Or I should get rid of them, really. But yeah, we're getting quite a lot of copper coming in. It's stuttering, which is good. Copper coming through. Oh, that train's gone. That's good. This train isn't far off. Okay. We'll call that completed. In the last 5 or so minutes, I could have a quick look at how we do rocket fuel, because I say I believe it is quite different. Because it's that one we want, and we make it. Our only recipe is rocket oxidizer capsules and rocket fuel capsules. So what do we make? Oh, what do we make that in? The chemical plant. I haven't got any chemical plants, have I? Okay. I mean, hopefully with steel maybe getting a bit better, although that seems to have slowed down. What's your problem now? Oh, your output is full. Your nugs is full. Oh, it's a lack of iron usage again. That old chestnut, eh? We could... Oh. Look at this. Right, let's go and pick that train up. Because, yeah, I think one train doing that route is fine. What am I going to do? I was going to look through the rocket just quickly. What? That'll be a train. Let's have a look. So, was it chemical plants or advanced chemical plants? I can't remember. What were you made in? Regular chemical plants. Okay, so... They wrong with them? They should have done. Okay. So, chemical plant. Where can I build this? Chemical plant will make the rocket fuel, right? And then rocket oxidizer capsule. Let's put it in this direction. Let's put it. Let's put that there. Is a rocket oxidizer capsule? Yes. So that would go in there. We would then need nitric acid and dinitrogen tetroxide gas. Wow. Well. Well. Nitric acid, which we make simply from nitrogen dioxide gas and purified water in chemical plants. So, what was that? Nitric acid, nitrogen dioxide gas. Okay. Purified water came out of... I suppose I still got them, have I? Came out of these things, hydro plants. Well then. God, they're monsters, aren't they? So that would give us purified water. This needs oxygen, we know comes out, well, a few sources. Let's just ignore that one, because we can just get that off. Their existing system relatively, well, not easily, but nitrogen monoxide gas is also in a chemical plant. That one there. Ah, here we go. Catalysts. We could do that one. Maybe, but ammonia and oxygen with green metal catalysts, which I think I've done now. Don't know that. Nitrogen monoxide gas. Nitrogen monoxide. Requires ammonia and oxygen, more oxygen. Ammonia. Ammonia. That's red metal catalysts, but it's hydrogen and nitrogen, which I assume I can basically get out of, you know, electrolyzing water and then probably just compressing out of the air. But again, it's a different catalyst. Have I got all the catalysts on production? I don't think I will have, but I think I might have done... Well, I got the green and the red, which are the ones we need, I think, because that's red. That's green. So we have got them being made, so that's okay. We'll have to deliver them, but that's not a problem. That's why we set all of them up. On the other side of the equation, that also requires rocket oxidizer capsules. I know that's the one we've done. So rocket fuel capsules, which is then hydrazine and dimethylhydrazine. Okay, so hydrazine would be where? Hydrazine gas. That one? No. Methyl... Hydrazine gas. More ammonia. And monochloramine? Never heard of that one. Ah, but blue catalysts. I think those are the one we're already using. Yeah, so we got blue catalysts. Oh, it's also spitting something out that we don't want. Hydrogen chloride. Lovely. Lovely stuff. What am I doing? So, I'm making it hydrazine gas. Do that one. Get that. Ammonia. And monochloramine. Monochloramine, I would guess, probably. Should you pronounce it? One of these. Right. It might be a, I guess it might be a advanced one, so monochloramine gas. Liquefier. Okay, so it's not one of them. Oh, well. Yeah, because you can just barrel it. Okay. So we'd need sodium hypochlorite. Okay. And more ammonia. Right. Liquefier. Liquefier, liquefier, liquefier. That one? Yeah. Let's put... So that, chloramine, but then we need sodium hydroxide, more ammonia, so we've already got that sort of listed somewhere. Sodium hypochlorite. Okay. Does that mean this is way, way, way more complicated than what we've already done? What did I do there? It's not a fluid, is it? Is it that one? Sodium hypochlorite? Sodium hydroxide and chlorine gas. And made in a chemical plant. Okay. So that one. Chlorine. Get from... Yeah, one of them. Well, there's hydrogen chloride, so coming out of something else, isn't there? That's interesting. Is that another chemical lab? What did we want? We wanted chlorine. What did it come out of? Chemical plant. Hydrogen chloride gas. Chlorine gas. Where's that then? Hydrogen chloride gas. Oh, what's that? No. Artificial fish water? Well, I never. Where's chlorine then? Because that's hydrogen, chlorine, chlorine. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. It's not one of these hidden recipes again, is it? Is this a recipe thing? It is. Okay. I haven't done that research. Okay. Crikey. Separation of hydrogen and chloride does come out of that though, so... I wonder how I can do the research for the other one then. That's weird, isn't it? So, sodium hydroxide. Because that was sort of the end point on that one. Oh. Sodium hydroxide was that, wasn't it? No. Oh, it's a liquid. Okay. I bet that's another one I've not researched. Yeah, that comes out of that one. Okay. So it looks like I've probably got to do all of that chain. So we need to do that one as well. Rocket booster 2. Okay. How does that figure in then? So that's another research we've not done. Which is that one. That's pure sodium hydroxide. How do we make that then? More chlorine. Hydrogen gas. Saline water. Okay. Although that looks like a way of making chlorine as well. Which I have got. Oh, it's an electrolyzer recipe. Okay. Okay. So that might get us chlorine in a different route then. What am I electrolyzing then? It's a big boiler. Saline water. Which I'm pretty sure I am producing somewhere. I have a feeling I'm dumping it basically at somewhere, at some point. Down here. Mineralized water. Okay. It rings a bell. And that's all the mud water. Wasn't part of this stuff, was it? The old organics. No, that's purified water. How do I make saline water? No, saline. Oh, a salination plant. Okay. As opposed to a desalination plant. But you don't feed it anything, just water. Okay. I guess it just means it's concentrating it? Oh, hydro plant does make purified water as a byproduct of saline water, which is going in there. That's probably where I'm thinking about it. But also we should be getting it over here then, shouldn't we? Because we're making purified water here. So presumably, yeah, I'm just dumping saline water, I guess. Okay. Interesting. So yeah. Literally just working out the machines. You know, discovered, what was it, 3 recipes we haven't done. And none of that was, you know, taking account of any kind of, like, in quotes, balancing. Not that I'm fussed about it being a balanced recipe, but I suspect we're going to be doing something there. But what I was really trying to work out is, like, what's the raw products? What is it I need in order to make it? And on this side, it seems to just be hydrogen and nitrogen. Oh. You see, and hydrogen we can seem to get, I mean, we get out there, so that we'll be able to use that. But it's just water, you see, and you get the slag, which is what I'm doing, I think. Here? Yeah, and am I just dumping the hydrogen? I'm just dumping the hydrogen, so we could steal that. You know, because the slag I'm just turning into rock, which of course is then going into, you know, that stuff. Cool. Okay, well, there we go. Pop the schedule up. I think. Yeah, there we go. It's basically just the same. I was working out with my boss when I was going to take leave. It will be, I mean, there'll be Easter. I may take a couple of days down there. I've done 8 days. I mean, it always sounds like I'm moaning, but it's just sort of stating facts, really. But I've done 8 days of overtime in January alone. And it's not going to get any easier in February, but it should then ease in March. But, you know, I've planned out 10 days of leave. Well, no, 11 and a half. So, assuming I do 3 days of overtime in February, which I will do more than that, that holiday in April, May, which is my birthday, and also going to WASD, is free. You know, it's not part of my leave allowance. So, I might plan a bit more holiday. When that will be, I don't know. But I might try and tie it to Easter, just because it's a convenient time to have it. But basically what that means, excuse me, is that we will be going with, you know, a Factorio Dyson Sphere program until at least, well, assuming I don't just finish Dyson Sphere, the Dark Fog appears to be incredibly easy. But basically that will run probably up till that April, May point. Might do some bonus streams for that holiday. And, you know, try and finish it off. But otherwise, this will keep going until we launch a rocket at the very least. I am trending towards not bothering with the organic stuff. It's not on the screen, I was going to show it. But I'm probably not going to do anything with the organics unless I kind of have to. I found that a bit annoying. And I may fiddle about with the whole third type of iron processing, particularly if it gets me more steel. But I'm really not that fussed, is the honest truth. So I kind of got the idea of this now. If I was building a proper base, actual viable base, rather than just checking out the mods, I'd obviously do a bit more. But you know, I think we've kind of got the idea now. Let's see it through to completion, and then I'm just looking at it, and we really are struggling for iron processing again. So I may well do that additional research just so that there's a better way of doing iron or steel, certainly. Cool. And may investigate uranium. Don't think I will. But yes, so those are the plans for the streams. The other thing I usually promote as well is my YouTube channel, which should be linked on the side there. Every Friday, I mean the VODs for this and like all my other series, loads of Factorio, Sphere Program, there's a Tectonica First Look, really like that. Satisfactory, they announced on Friday that Satisfactory will go to version 1.0 this year. So my predictions about it being a great year for builder and management games was kind of came true, because we know that Dark Fog has another update to its combat when hopefully they'll get a bit more closer to being properly balanced with the ground combat, space combat rather, all the way around. But that I suspect is probably now not coming from the way they did the blog post. I don't think Sphere Program's next combat update is coming until 2025 early, sort of Chinese New Year maybe again. It sounded like it was going to be a while off, but that might well be the end of their development. They might call that version 1. But Satisfactory is going to do version 1 this year. So there is one big update left, which adds all the story stuff in. So I will definitely play that, because that tends to be a bit more of an interest for me in those types of games. I think I prefer these isometric and 3D type versions of building games, is my kind of conclusion, because I say I like Tectonica a lot more than Satisfactory, but it's still a bit annoying. I find it in first person building. So yeah, so we will definitely play Satisfactory again when version 1 hits, and we will see what the story, and it says you can finish the game as well. That was the thing they said, that it's actually finishable. So I am going way over time, and I am absolutely starving. So that will be it for today. I say the other thing I usually promote is the Factorio Friday Facts read-throughs. Every Friday I do a sort of a read-through, an analysis, speculation about the Friday facts. So if that's something that interests you, then you can check those videos out on my YouTube channel. So if you have been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it, and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio. Thanks for watching. Cheers.